South Texas, day 2. Here we go. All right, so day 2 of our South Texas trip is upon us. If you haven't seen what took place in day 1, check out the 2 previous videos. I'll have the links in the description below. But we started the first day shooting javelinas. Matt and I both tagged out 2 javelinas apiece with our bows, so that was amazing. Then we came back, ate lunch, then we made our way down to the Rio Grande River. We shot quail along the way to the river. Matt even caught an armored catfish with his bare hands out of the Rio Grande. So pretty crazy trip. We shot a few quail on the way home, had an incredible dinner, quail kebabs. It was a great time. So that was just one day. And now here we are in day 2 and we have more action. But I feel like I need to tell you a little bit about, to kind of set the scene, I guess. So to start day 2, the plan was for us to get up that morning and go harvest a couple does if we could, again with our bows. And the only problem is Matt had thrown his back out at some point in the day. You see him walking around with a back brace on. He was hurting pretty bad, so he didn't get up and hunt that morning, and neither did Jeremy, because I believe he had a migraine. So both those guys stayed in the bed for the morning of day 2. So me and Matt Moore make our way out to the stand right before daylight. And again, we're looking for mature does. And it didn't take long. Once we got in the stand, it was almost like it was the first day. We get in, feeder goes off, and immediately deer start to show up. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that where we're hunting here, you may see a couple bucks here and there that have ear tags. And what that basically is from is a 15-year-long research project that at this point in time has been completed. But they wanted to be able to track these bucks and monitor their age, their health, all those sort of things, antler development. And so some of these deer were captured, they were tagged and then released. And so if you see any of them, that's just some that have been left over from the research project. So as we're sitting there and deer are just starting to pile in on top of us, they're just coming in droves. We're trying to pick out some of the older does, some of these that they know have been here for a long time. And Matt Moore is an incredible biologist. He's really good at being able to age deer on the hoof, and obviously he's around these deer a lot, so he's able to pick out deer that he knows and is familiar with and those sort of things. So finally we get a very old doe to kind of give us a good shot. I think she's at, I want to say, around 17, 18 yards, and gives me a good shot, and I draw back, settle the pin, squeeze off a nice shot. Now, I wasn't able to follow after the shot, but the deer went maybe 25 yards into a little small ravine with some bushes and stuff, and ended up just expiring right there. So all is well. I've been told that by Matt that I can harvest 2 mature does, and so we're trying our best to kind of get another one if we have an opportunity. Now, at this point, these deer they're starting to get progressively more on edge. They'll come in and feed, but they don't stay still very long. They can tell something's up, and they'll come in, get something to eat, and they move. They're constantly moving around. So eventually I'm able to get on another mature doe. There was one that I think probably was a little bit older, and we just could not get her to give us a shot. She just kept moving around and kept kind of facing away from us and those sort of things. But there's another mature doe that was at least, Matt said at least 4 years old, something like that. Comes on in and gives us a shot, and this one was about 25 to 26 yards, and was able to make a good shot on her as well. Of the 2 deer that I was able to harvest, the first doe there was actually aged by Matt Moore to be about 8 years old. That is the oldest deer that I've ever had the opportunity to harvest on a personal note, so that was pretty cool for me. Anytime you're able to harvest mature animals, of any caliber, it's pretty cool, but to have an 8-year-old animal come in and present a good shot was pretty cool for me. Now, what I could not show in the video, just for monetization purposes, is Matt cleaning these deer, field dressing them, and geez, man, that guy's got it down to a science. He is extremely efficient in how he field dresses a whitetail deer. So Matt, shout out once again for being the fastest field dresser of a whitetail deer I've ever seen in my life. He knocked out both of my deer in, I'm gonna say, a combined 3 minutes. It was just incredible to watch him go to work on those deer. And we get ours loaded up, get them in the cooler, everything is good. We go back, eat some lunch, and Matt and Jeremy are starting to feel a little bit better. Headache has started to subside for Jeremy. Back pain is somewhat tolerable for Matt, and they think that they can go, give it a shot this afternoon. So that afternoon, they go out on stand and they're in search of a mature doe as well.
Don't move. Okay. Stay. When I start saying I'm gonna stay in the corner, but she's right there. I know. I can see her. Okay. She'll come back.
Now I want to give props to Matt and Jeremy. They did an incredible job of filming this hunt. They had multiple GoPros, both inside the blind and outside the blind. They were able to put one on an iron T-post facing towards the actual blind and get the reverse angle of of the doe that Matt shot. So just great job, guys. You know, a whole lot better than I did on this trip.
She's going down right there. I see her, yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Hey, guys. Sequel 33, baby. One of these days, I'm gonna get to shoot something. I don't know when. Oh man, you smoked her. Oh dude, did you see the blood? Oh, you smoked her, son. Get it, yeah, I have to. Okay, well, you can get it. We ought to have an absolute awesome shot on that GoPro right there. Yep. And that's the kind of blood trail you want to see right there. Yeah, there's blood on the feet or legs.
Matt makes a great shot on this doe. Hart shoots her. She runs maybe 30, 35 yards from where he shot her. And just an incredible time in South Texas as far as the hunting goes.
There's something coming from behind us. They're all looking. They probably just smell us. Well, they could. They certainly could. But it looks like they're looking this way. Yeah, I think they smell us. They probably do. Well, no, I know they smell us. Yeah.
So that will wrap up the hunting adventures from South Texas. But stick around, we still have one more video, really the reason why we came to South Texas, which was for the research project, the helicopter deer capture, which we'll be seeing in the next video. So we still got one more in the series to put out there for you. If you haven't already done so, please like, share, subscribe, share this stuff with your friends. We really appreciate that. It means the world to us. And if you haven't listened to our podcast, you can find it on any streaming platform that podcasts can be listened to on or watched. And we would really appreciate you guys tuning in. We're trying to share content and information pertaining to all things land related in the Southeast, whether that's real estate or timber production, habitat, understory management, all those sorts of things. We want to provide and be a resource for you guys. And in order to do that, unfortunately, it does take money. So please subscribe, like, share with your friends, and stick around for the next one. We appreciate you guys.